With version 2.6 of Wuthering Waves being around the corner, a lot of decisions have to be made and a lot of asteroids have to be spent. I'm here to hold your hand and help you spend those precious asteroids the right way. So, with thousands of positive reviews and unbeatable prices, lootbar.gg is the smarter way to recharge in Wuthering Waves. Click the link in the description in order to start saving money now. So, let's start off with Carlotta. Carlotta is rated to be an SS tier DPS character and is really fun character to play in my opinion. She is the reason that I got back to the game after a short break. In 2.0 this character got introduced and she stole my heart and your heart very easily, and this character is very fun to play, especially if you are suffering with not doing the TOA and also the WuWa syndrome. Now, a lot of arguments have to be made in a sense where this character is not made for the WuWa or slash the Wuthering Waves, mainly because she is a single target character. Now, a lot of people would say that she can be workable around that. So you can actually still use her, but she's not going to be the most optimum character for that end game content. But I still believe that she is, or she shines mostly in the TOA and also the holograms, with her animations being glacio-centered, and also the fact that she freezes enemies for a split second, giving people that are not very familiar with dodging and also blocking the ability to maybe react in time in order to dodge the enemy's attack, which is very, very great. I would also argue that she is not heavily centered around a team composition. She can still work with characters such as the Shorekeeper and also Sanhua, but her optimum team, or she shines best when it comes to being used in the Jeshe plus the Shorekeeper combo. I'm going to be talking about the Shorekeeper in a bit, so I don't want us focus on her too much, but she is great as a character. Do I think that she can be still usable without her signature weapon? I still believe so, but I feel like her signature weapon is going to be the optimum choice for players that want to pull for her. So yeah, she's great when it comes to damage and also when it comes to competing in the high demanded endgame content such as the TOA and maybe a little bit of the Wuthering Waves here and there. But her mostly cons is going to be that she is single target centered in my opinion, so she's not going to be great for that content, but nevertheless she is a great character to have. And as I mentioned, she helped me go through the holograms and the TOA very easily. Her rotation is very easy to master. You can use her with Sanhua and the Shorekeeper, and if you happen to have Jeshe, that's when you get the best out of her, as I mentioned, especially that she relies so much on her resonance skill and also like the energy bar in the low, and Jeshe helps refilling that energy bar very, very quickly. So yeah, that's the one of the cons. So do I think that you should summon for her or not, especially with Augusta and Yono around the corner? Honestly, there is a lot of sort of like reasoning to summon for her and also to skip her. Now, if you have the right characters such as Jeshe and also a lot of other characters such as the Shorekeeper, the main buffers for her mainly, I think you should summon because nothing is stopping you. But if you don't have her, she is an old unit at this point. She is a character that got introduced in the 2.0 era of Wuthering Waves. So she is on the borderline of being an old unit, but trust me, the power creep in Wuthering Waves is not that huge, so you wouldn't like tell that she's an old unit. She's still like her damage output is insane. Especially if you know how to use her team rotation and everything, but she's not essential. You can actually still skip her or sort of like wait to summon for her and actually see how much damage that the new characters are going to be introducing to the game or sort of like outputting in the game. And yeah, so should you summon or should you not? As I said, it's up to you if you have the right team or not. And yeah, a lot has to say about this character. This character is one of the best characters, in my opinion, in Wuthering Waves, with her being mainly the best buffer in the game right now, slash healer, of course. The main niche for the Shorekeeper is her ability to provide crit rate and also crit damage. She does provide 12.5% crit rate and also 25% crit damage, which is insane. Honestly, that's 25% is literally a 4-star echo slot, literally. So it's a huge amount of crit damage that she provides, and the fact that she also provides heals on top of that is something that that is out of this world. So in my opinion, she is a must summon if you don't have a main buffer, main DPS, mainly for the fact that this character didn't fall off at all. And maybe we're going to be seeing her sort of like falling off, mainly because if they introduce a new content that maybe requires more heals, because her healing abilities is sort of like still keeping up at the moment, but I can see it sort of like dwindling down as the bosses do more and more damage. But we have to wait and see. I feel like this character maybe a must summon if you don't have her, and also the fact that when you get her S2, she also provides an attack, 40% attack to all party members, makes her makes your team or elevate your team from here to probably here. And the fact that you can slap her on any team composition and make her work is insane to me. And the fact that maybe the only team that doesn't work very well with her, I would argue the Cartethyia team, because if you are familiar with the Cartethyia, she is an HP scaler, so she doesn't really benefit from the attack buff and so on. But she's still great on that team nevertheless. She makes the rotations much more smoother. She's still workable if you switch her echo as well. So I think she's very, very great, and she's awesome when it comes to the TOA. The only reason that I would hesitate to argue to summon for the Shorekeeper at the moment, in my opinion, is probably going to be the fact that that Iono, the new character that is supposed to be released in the second half of 2.6, is mainly going to be a buffer slash healer. Now, we don't know exactly what kind of buffer she's going to be. A lot of rumors are speculating that she's going to be a heavy damage buffer. If that's the case, maybe she's not going to be affect the viability of the Shorekeeper, but if she provides maybe a huge buff, or maybe she's going to be dethroning a little bit the Shorekeeper. But nevertheless, if you don't have the Shorekeeper, I think, in my opinion, she's a must-have, and you're not going to be losing Astrites on her. In that sense, I still believe that nothing is wasted, and her design and her animations, I think it's a chef kiss. Now, ultimately, I do believe that it is your choice to make based on your preference and also your game style, because after all, a gacha game is that ability to make your choice based on your play style, so you can skip character or summon for characters based on your preference. But those are my personal opinion. Let me know in the comments if you're going to be summoning for the Shorekeeper, or you're going to be skipping these characters for Augusta and also Yuno. I'm really excited for the 2.6 update, but yeah, with that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.